We're live here in Arlington as Ohio State and Miami await the Cotton Bowl tomorrow. Now, Mario Cristobal and Ryan Day just had their joint head coaches conference, so there's some tidbits there. But what I want to get to is from yesterday at Media Day, Matt Patricia and this Ohio State defense. That's going to be a really big storyline into this game, stopping the Miami defense. And a lot of these players have talked very highly of how relational that Matt Patricia has been all season long, and a guy like Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs, and how they have risen to the occasion all year with their leadership, with their style of play, and attacking the offense. Sonny Styles has said repeatedly that he knows the defense so well now that he can just attack what the offense is doing. There's no more reacting. There's no more guessing. It is just strictly doing exactly what the defense needs to do. And when we see these two programs coming together, there's a lot of lore and a lot of history between the two of them. We think of the 2002 national championship game that went to double overtime. Ohio State ended up winning, ending that Miami dynasty. And then even on this field right here in AT&T Stadium in 2015, after the 14th season, Ohio State wins the national championship right here. Now they have a chance to go on another run for back-to-back national champions for the first time in program history. Now, for Ohio State to do that, they've got to win here in this quarterfinal in the college football playoff. And how are they going to do that? Ryan Day said it starts with having the right people. And I asked him today, because Ryan Day is going to be the primary play caller in this college football playoff with Brian Hartline moving on to USF. So I said, Coach Day, yesterday you said it's important to have the right people in the building, and you said that you do. So now, how does that give you confidence into this joint play calling throughout the playoff with Hartline moving around? And what he said was, it's always been a group effort, and it's going to continue to be a group effort. But he's going to be on the sideline, obviously, as the head coach. Brian Hartline is going to join him on the sideline, coaching and helping out the wide receivers. Keenan Bailey, he's going to move upstairs into the box to help organizationally during the game. But he said he's going to be the final decision maker. And he said they're all great plays. They have a ton of great plays in this playbook, but it's about how you execute. So it seemed like he was deflecting a little bit of that attention that we give too much credit to the play caller instead of the plays, because they're all great. It's just how can Ohio State execute them? So that's where Ryan Day redirected that question, talking about execution, because Ohio State has struggled in the execution department at times this season when there is a weakness. So for Ohio State in the red zone, that is somewhere where they need to execute and get into the end zone. And then also in short yardage situations, that's where they fell short against Indiana in those 1 and 2 yard situations, bringing in 13 and 14 personnel, multiple tight ends. I don't think we're going to see that today or tomorrow, because Ryan Day said there's no stone that's going to be left unturned for this Ohio State team offensively in that playbook. I think we're going to see Ohio State turn it up a little bit, what we've been waiting for. I think we're going to see Julian Sayin get unlocked as a quarterback now, where he's going to have full command and control that offense even more than he already has. They're going to trust him with more. They've slowly added to his plate throughout the season. And now on this big stage, I think we're going to see the full potential of what number 10 can be, why he was a Heisman candidate in New York. Doesn't matter if he won it, because Ryan Day said you come to Ohio State to win championships, and those individual awards, they follow, because it's not about individuals here. It's about the team and having team above self. So for Ohio State, keys to the game tomorrow are going to be execution, the red zone, and taking care of the football. Those were the three areas that they were weak in against Indiana. That was why the result was what it was. Indiana upsetting Ohio State 13-10. The Buckeyes leaving a lot on the field. They felt like they let one get away. They're not going to let Miami get away from them. Miami's going to have to beat them straight up in order for the Hurricanes to actually get a victory in this game. Ohio State's not going to beat itself. So look for Ohio State to be laser focused. The players talked about this being a business trip. Arvell Reese with that clip saying we're trying to get in and get out of here, take care of business, and keep moving. That's the kind of approach that we're going to see from Ohio State. My name is Blake Biscardi, live here in Arlington with the Silver Bulletin. Continue to stay tuned to our coverage. We're going to have it all day long, around the clock, as we get into this Cotton Bowl college football playoff quarterfinal. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys live from the game tomorrow.